see my screen?
Well, I can see you right now. Yes, there you are. That's you.
Okay, can you see the PowerPoint that I'm showing?
Hold on, let me see. Yes.
Okay, so you can see
Right now.
around.
Okay, yeah. Okay, how to make an interactive PowerPoint presentation. Woohoo!
Okay, so basically, when you have the response that it is a correct answer or a wrong answer, you need a series of 3 slides.
Okay.
For every slide the child sees, then you're going to have your good job and your try again.
Okay.
So we're going to start. I'm going to use my insert. The insert is used a lot.
Okay.
And I'm going to insert text. And I'm going to say, what? Oops. Open that up. What is the correct answer? Have you figured out how to insert the audio yet?
No, not a clue.
I'm going to do it all.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to make that nice and big across the top. If I do anything that you haven't seen before or want to know how to do, just stop me and I'll show you. Okay, so
this is about where my skill level is right now.
all right, I'm going to use the arrange button.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the align choice to align it to the center.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back and I'm going to align it to the top.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. All right, so when the screen starts, I want the child to hear a voice say, what is the correct answer?
Okay.
I'm going to insert, and do you see my cursor on audio over here?
Audio, yes, I see.
Audio, and I don't have a recording, so I'm going to choose to record audio.
Okay.
And I get this little screen that comes up.
Okay.
Dot will start the recording, and then I have to use the stop here to keep it. If I use OK or cancel, it's just going to disappear.
Gotcha.
So I'm going
Okay.
to use the dot. What is the correct answer? I use the little square to stop and OK. And that gives me this sort of like little gray guy right here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to slide him. Yeah. I'm going to put him in the corner.
Okay.
The reason I'm going to do that is I don't want the child to accidentally touch it.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to go here to format and playback. If you haven't selected the little audio, those are not there. But when I press the audio, it comes up. And I want to choose playback.
Okay.
I want it to start automatically.
Okay.
And that's going to cause the audio to play immediately when the screen comes up.
Okay, so the kid doesn't have to click anything, it just reads it for him.
Yeah, so as soon as we see this screen, a voice is going to say, what is the correct answer? Okay, so then I'm going to put a correct answer and an incorrect answer. So I'm going to insert again, shapes. And for the purposes of this, I'm going to use an unhappy face. Maybe I do. Unhappy. Oh, sad. There it is. I'm going to use a sad face and a happy face. And I'm going to icons to get that. Okay, so there's the happy face. I'm going to make them nice and big.
Okay.
And I'm going to put enough space between them so we don't accidentally choose the
overlap. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to fill. I think for speech language, that's not what I want to do. Maybe I want to pull behind them. Hold on for me just a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my husband the leash so he can take the dog for a walk.
I'm gonna let you.
Thanks. Thanks, honey. Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna leave like the little stuff alone for now. So I've got my square and I've got my two icons. This is the correct answer.
Okay.
So I'm going to, how am I going to do this one? I'm going to go back to insert and I'm going to go to action. And it gives me choice action on click.
Okay.
I'm going to hyperlink to the next slide.
Gotcha.
So when the child clicks on hyperlink to the, or on the smiley face, then
It sends them to slide 3.
yeah, it's going to go right to the next slide. So I'm going to insert text. Great job. Nice work, whatever. Got some extra letters going in there. Okay. Insert a star. A star. Nice and big. Gonna make him yellow.
Awesome.
I'm gonna animate him, make him spin around.
Oh, that's fun. So you can really kind of do all kinds of stuff.
And just like the other one, I can insert audio, record the audio. Great job! And put him up in the corner, hide him. And under playback, this is automatic. On this animation, I can format.
Okay.
Where's my animations? Oh,
I see them next to transition. There you go.
okay, so start on click, but I don't want it to start on click. I want it to start after previous or with previous.
Okay.
What's going to happen is the sound and the swivel is going to happen at the same time.
Gotcha.
Should be. And I'm going to test it. So I'm going to use my slideshow thing here.
Okay.
So I can escape out of that. And that's what the screen will look like to the child. And then I've got to do something to get them to the next screen. So
Right.
I'm going to insert an arrow. Oh, insert an arrow. And I always, when I make one, I always use a red arrow.
Okay.
To go to the next slide, which I need to move this. I actually need to insert that slide. Blank slide. So, okay, so I'm going to go back to my actions. This time I'm going to hyperlink to slide number 5.
Okay.
Slide. Did I do that too fast?
I think, no, I got it.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, I'll be able to watch it again 5 more times.
Right. So then that's if they get the correct response. So what I have, I'll set up the incorrect response. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to action.
Okay.
And I'm going to hyperlink to, this time not the next slide, but slide 4, actually. Slide 4. And that's where I'm going to set up the incorrect response.
Okay.
So it's going to be try again.
Okay.
So then I have a choice here. Do I want to try again, or oops, that wasn't the right answer? So I can choose to send the child back to the question to genuinely try again, authentically.
Right.
Or I can have them just move on.
Right.
Practice, it doesn't actually matter.
Right.
So I'm going to use my red arrow again. I'm actually going to just come here, copy paste, so it looks the same. And it already has slide 5 in it. When I copy pasted my arrow, it took the action with it.
Okay.
So it took the hyperlink to slide 5 with it. So
Nice.
choose to go into my hyperlink, my action, and hyperlink it back to slide 2.
Okay.
Or go ahead and go on to the next question. I do choose to go on to the next question.
Because the kid will get it the next time.
Yeah, I haven't had a child yet who could really do true focusing for long,
Yeah.
5 or 10 minutes.
Right. Oh yeah, no, then you're ready for Lily.
Okay. So I don't want to take up any of that time.
Right.
Frustration on one single slide. So I
Right.
do leave it on that one. But
Okay.
then you always have to go to the red arrow.
Okay.
And then what's cool is you can copy paste in PowerPoint. So I'm going to click, hold shift, or actually hold control, and
Okay.
I click these 3 slides. And I'm going to control C, and then I'm going to put my little cursor here, control V, and I am set up. Everything is there now. It looks the same as the slide before. The only thing, and it does advance. So now this arrow goes to slide 8.
Okay.
And this arrow goes to
It really is just changed, like where's it going?
right. I just want to verify my actions, that it hyperlinks to the next. Okay, and then I want to verify. That goes to slide 4. So I have to change this one to slide now 7.
8. Okay, 7.
Yeah. But all of the voices, the responses, the voices that start automatically, I just want to make sure still automatic, everything's still good. So once you set up that first one,